Hello everyone, this is Troy with TheraSAS. In today's video, I will be teaching you guys how to create an interactive voice response system or an IVR system which you can implement in your TheraSAS accounts for incoming calls for various purposes such as forwarding to new intakes or your intake coordinators, forwarding to your staff who receives existing clients, to billing, or for whatever purpose that you may have or that may serve you by using the IVR system. Now, let's head on over to automations and let's create a workflow for the IVR. Now, you could actually select a recipe. There is already a fully set up recipe here for your IVR or for creating an IVR system. You could just select this and it should look something like this one. So this is what it will look like if you choose the IVR recipe. Everything's already fully set up. You just need to edit some of the steps. Make sure that the forwarding numbers are mapped out. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to create a new one from scratch. Now let's create a new workflow from here. Let's start from scratch, and I'm going to name this system IVR. Now, as with any automations that we've created before, let's start with a trigger, and that would be start IVR trigger. Let's choose the phone number where we will receive the calls from. Just wanted to make a note as well that if you've already assigned this number to an IVR system or an IVR recipe, you cannot use the number again in creating another IVR system. So it's only one IVR, or it's only one number per IVR system that you could receive the calls from. Although again, since this is an IVR system, we can forward them to as many numbers as we want, but with receiving the calls and with creating the IVR system, we can only receive them from one number. We can only assign it to one system. Let's save this trigger for now. Now the next action that we will add would be to gather input on call. Now this is where your initial message will play. So you could have the system say a message and a robotic voice will say the message that you want to add here. Say for example, hello and thank you for calling sample practice. Please choose from the following options. If you want to speak with a member of our staff, press 1. If you are a new client, press 2. For billing concerns, press 3. You could change the language. Right now it's set as default to English since the system is in English. And you can choose the message voice, or you could choose the voice of the message to be either from a man or coming from a woman. Now, this is not your only option. You could also play a message wherein you can upload a recording of yourself with your introduction and then prompting them to press a number to be forwarded to the proper department or to the proper people. Now you can change the loops from here. If you want the message to be looped again a certain number of times, you could do so. Say for example, you want this to be looped twice. Next, you want to match conditions. So say for example, you've added in your message that new clients would need to press 1. So your branch name would be new clients. On key press would be 1. Let's add another branch. For existing clients, press 2. For billing concerns, under advanced settings, you could stop gathering on a certain duration. So, say for example, you want to stop gathering key presses after 5 seconds, you could add that here. The system will now wait for 5 seconds, and within those 5 seconds, the caller must have already pressed on a number. Now we could also stop gathering on key press. I would suggest doing this just so that everything goes on smooth and everything will be faster. You don't need to wait for the duration that you set here. After they press a key, it will already be forwarded to the proper department. So let's save this. Oh, we haven't attached any message. Let's say a message for now. Let's save this action. So this is what it will look like. Now let's further add some steps after these branches. Now we could add another gather input on call after each of the branch. Say for example, under new clients, let's add another gather input on call. Let's say a message. If you are a new client looking for therapy or for individual therapy, press 1. If you are looking for children's therapy, press 2. If you are looking for couples counseling, press 3. If you want to go back to the main options, press 0. Let's again match the condition. Now, individual therapy will be 1. Children's will be 2. Couples will be 3. And if they go back, that would be 0. Let's save this action for now. Since we already have a go back branch here, let's add a go to step. Save this action, and let's link it to the first gather input on call so it goes back to the main menu. Now in the next steps, let us connect the calls to the proper department or to the proper staff now. Say for example, you have one staff handling individual therapy or concerns for individual therapy for new clients. Let's connect the call and select the user. If the staff is already a user inside your TheraSAS account, you could just choose the user from here. If you have a custom number for them, you could add the custom number here. Let's add a dummy number here. And then under advanced settings, you could detect voicemail if the person that the number or the call is being forwarded to wants the call to be directed to her voicemail. You could toggle this on. Just wanted to let you know that this would incur charges and might introduce a minor delay in the calling experience, so that it will be up to you if the other person on the line has a voicemail set up for their number. You could also record calls and adjust the timeout here. Now let's save this action. Then you could then connect the other branches now to the numbers that you want them to connect to. Now to make this more personal, before connecting to a call, you could also say or play a message like, we will now connect you to our staff handling children's therapy inquiries. Please stay on the line while we connect your call. Now, once you save this action, the system will now play this message first before connecting the call to the number that you want it to be forwarded to. Now, how about if you don't have that certain service or therapy available in your practice as of the moment? So for this example, let's say couples therapy is not available at the moment. You could say or play a message saying, sorry, fortunately, we don't cater to couples counseling at the moment. Please reach out to us another time. We'll now direct your call back to the main menu. This really depends on how you want to use the system or what message you want to be played. But for this example, if they choose couples therapy, we will have the system say that we don't cater to couples counseling at the time, and let's direct the call back to the main menu so they could choose other options. So let's save this action. Let's click go to, save action, and let's go back to the main menu. Now this is a simple IVR system that you could set up for your Therasas accounts. Now this setting or this automation will help streamline all your calls and manage them efficiently and ensure that the system is connected to a designated phone number for proper functionality. Thank you very much, and I'm gonna be seeing you on another tutorial.